Thank you for joining us today on Worth It. I'm your host, LaQuanda McCoullum. And today, last week we talked about divorce. This week, we talking about online dating. Y'all be out there online dating? And we bringing up Miss Kee Kee Barber back so we can talk about online dating. I ain't gonna tell y'all her secret. I'm gonna let her tell us during the show. But before we get into today's show, we're going to start this show off like we do every other show, and that is with the word of the week. And this week's word is try again. I don't know if you were ever younger and you heard that little song. I don't know if it's a song, whatever, but it says, "If at first you don't succeed, try and try again." Right? Sometimes failing though, as an adult, makes you never want to try again, and it makes you feel like that thing was not supposed to happen at all for you, and you may have counted something out that was really a sign for you to have. So I remember when I always wanted to do a show, and I tried doing a show when Oprah first started her network, Road to Success. I was selected, had to go out to Georgia, and then it wound up not happening when I made it through the additional rounds. And then I also tried doing a show some other time. The person that recorded it, they deleted my show, and then for many years I thought, well, maybe this wasn't supposed to be. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do this, even though there was something in me burning to do it. You know what I mean? And then I just had to get to the place where if this fire is in me, if the fire is in you, you get up and you keep going until the fire dies. Now, if the fire dies, then that's something different. But if the fire is still there, you keep trying to light that match until it's lit. You hear me? So get up, dust yourself off, and try and try and try again. I hope that encouraged you. And for now, we're going to jump right into our next segment, which is Girl. You did it, you did it, you did it. And today we're talking about Naquetta Alfred. Now, Naquetta, she has hurdled. So, and let me just tell you this. We do, girl, you did that to highlight those seemingly small victories, the ones that isn't followed by a whole lot of zeros. We highlight the ones for people who have overcome so many circumstances, but for some reason they have found a will to live and to dream. And so we celebrate Naquetta for bringing herself all the way from Arkansas on money she raised, gray in hair, to come over to start a better life for her. She is now owns several Airbnbs, several businesses, and you can find out more about Naquetta at naofitgang.com. So, girl, you did that. And if you know anybody else, let us know by sending us an email to submit@worthitTV.com. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And then we're going to jump right into our commercial break, and then we'll be back to talk about an online date.
So what is the one thing that if you didn't have it, you could potentially lose every asset you ever had or not pursue everything you felt you deserved? Your worth and value. Hi, I'm LaQuanda McCoullum, worth advocate, author, and host of the Worth It TV Empowerment Series. And guess what? I am so grateful to introduce you to the Worth It Academy. Part of my life purpose is to speak to people in a worthless space and to inspire and empower them to live like they are worth it. Why? Because I know firsthand what it feels like to lose absolutely everything because I didn't understand the investment God made when He made me. And I also know what it feels like to not pursue things because I didn't feel I deserved it. But I also know what it feels like to reclaim my worth and to get up and go get everything that God said was mine. And I want to share those tools with you inside of the Worth It Academy because your dreams are worth it. And I know that once you rediscover your worth, you will be positioned to get up and go get everything that belongs to you. Join us today inside of the Worth It Academy.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And let's welcome back Miss Kee Kee. Thank you so much for joining us back again. And so we talked about, well, you can have a seat first, then I'll start jumping into the conversation. Okay. I'm a little pushy. I'm from North Philly. Okay. But yeah, so we talked about divorce last week, right? And I, how's dating been after divorce for you?
Wow. So, when you first get out here and start dating after divorce, it's like a couple duds. I ain't gonna
Right.
lie, it's a couple few duds or whatever. So I had one friend of mine, she was the best friend, and she was like, "You're not gonna meet anybody out here. You work all the time. You're always home with the kids. Like you're not gonna meet anybody." So she suggested uh, online dating.
Online dating. Ow. For the love of my life. Wait, before we even get into that,
Yeah.
so how long after divorce did you start dating? Did you throw
Uh,
yourself into the dating game?
maybe about like I was in a relationship after that for a while. Then after that relationship, probably about a year and a half, almost 2 years before
Okay.
I
Okay.
actually.
Wait. Don't skip by the long
That
relationship
one didn't
after that.
matter.
That one didn't. Okay, but how
Mm.
long was it? That
How
was a
long was that
rebound.
relationship?
That was a rebound.
That was a rebound. Definitely a rebound.
That was a okay. We're entitled to
Yeah.
rebound. So dating after divorce, you may have a rebound.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're dealing with past hurts.
Right.
Okay?
Right. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. We didn't mean it. We didn't know you were the rebound.
We did.
Okay.
I honestly didn't. I
Okay.
honestly didn't.
She thought this was going to last forever. So
Yes.
now you're covered. I got
Yes.
you.
Thank you. So after that, I did some soul searching, and I had to go through a series of things. First of all, found out what I like what kind of eggs you like, Kiki. Do you like scrambled eggs? Do you like cheese? Because you always
Oh,
take on the image of somebody else that you're
right.
dating,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I want sunny side up. I'm like, well, give me a sunny side up too, So I
Mm-hmm.
had to take a chance
So
to
you
get
like coming to America?
girl.
What do you like?
What
Whatever
you like,
you
whatever you like.
like.
So I had to get a chance to know myself, and once I did that, I was back out into the scene. So I went on a couple of sites. It was too much for me.
Well, you got to drop names of sites. But before we do that, you said you met a couple duds. Let's talk about those because after divorce, there's a whole lot of dating options out there. So you dated some duds.
I dated some duds.
Now, tell us about these duds because I don't want to skip over that because people get frustrated during the
Oh,
dating
they do get
process.
frustrated.
So I
Yes.
don't want to skip over it.
Yes.
So how many duds would you say?
So it was like about two or three.
Two or three
Two or
duds.
three. Well, I didn't even date them. Well, one I dated, and
Mhm.
then after him, I probably bumped into maybe another two. But after that, it was like, yeah, I had
You
to come up
couldn't
with a
do it.
system.
Right. All right. So what happened with these guys? We gotta let the folks know.
I had to come up with a system. So they either want to be leeches, they
Okay.
either
So
want to sit home and play video
hold
games.
on. Wanna be leeches? They ain't had no money. Okay.
Yeah,
Go
they
ahead.
had no money, and it's
But
like
still
I'm
home play
building this
video
big thing
games.
for me and my children. It's like I need you to bring something to the table.
So what were you building?
I'm an entrepreneur, so I home healthcare agency. I have a few businesses that I'm doing, but it was just like I'm going hard, and it's like you're just comfortable with
Where
where
you
you
are.
are, and it's like,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to date the potential that I see in you, but you don't even see it within yourself. So how am I pulling something from you that you don't even recognize in yourself?
Mm.
So I was the fixer all the time, trying to like you could be great. Oh my God, you could be so great if you just. And they're like, girl, I don't want to do all that. That's what you want from me. It's not what I want for myself. So
Mm.
once I realized that, I
Right. So
had
it
to be
wasn't
like,
really them.
it wasn't really them. It was me trying to be like, girl, you look good. I'm gonna fix you on up, and we're gonna be together.
Right. And
It
you're
was
gonna be
that.
what I need. I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
make
be.
you what
I'm
I
gonna make
need.
you what I need you to be.
Mm.
And yeah,
And
that's
right, and
what it
that
was.
you know what? I want to park there for a second. Not really park, but I'm going to take a slow stop or a slow speed, or I'm a drift. I'm a drift a little bit past this because we do that.
We
We do
do.
that when dating, and then we try to blame somebody else because
Exactly.
we just wanted them to be something. Well, if this person is this person, they're that person.
You have to learn
Why
how.
are you mad at them?
You have to learn how to
Like
like appreciate people for who they are. That's
exactly.
it.
Appreciate people. And if it's something that big that you don't like, don't be
Then
with
move
that
on.
person.
Exactly.
Stop trying to make them be something that they are not and then making yourself mad and making yourself mad at them and then making them feel bad about themselves because they not what you want. Go on.
That is exactly
Jeez,
it.
they
That
just
is
not
it.
what you want. That doesn't mean they're not great people. They're just not what
It's
you
not what you
want.
want.
Okay, let's
So then
okay.
you have the cheaters, of course. Then you have the ones who will be players. So you go through all of that in a dating. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like you're not gonna go through different things where people are just being not sincere.
Hmm.
And
Lying.
they're
She's keeping it
lying.
cute, but I'm gonna keep it above.
They're
They're
lying to
lying.
you. They're running game. They're playing with you. And then I was married for like 11, 12 years, so I was out the game for a minute. So when you come back, it's like, girl, it's like bumper cars because you
Mm.
don't know what's going on. You don't know. you can't peep game, you don't recognize game.
Mhm.
It's like you have to go back out there and be like, I have to learn this all over again. So it's an unfamiliar territory to you
Mhm.
because you've been absent from the game for a minute.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? You've
exactly.
been you've been absent. You've been home, being wifey and mommy, so you don't know anything about what's going on. So I had to be reintroduced to that again.
That. So
Yeah.
how long before you tried online dating?
Oh Lord.
How long were you dating before you gave? But how long?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So about I had a break from a relationship for about a year and a half.
Okay.
So I stepped away from everybody for a year and a half. But I was dating after my marriage, maybe about two people, two long term, like not like a year or
Hmm.
yes, things like that. So that was basically it. My dating started once I was introduced to the
Okay.
app. Yeah,
So she was introduced to the app.
I was.
What app? What app?
so
Okay. Tell us more.
so I was introduced to it by a best friend of mine. She was just like, "Key, you have to do this," and I'm like, "That's for desperate people." So
Hmm.
don't think that, y'all. I was just like,
Don't think that. Because seriously, because I tried online dating too, and I just feel like I honestly felt better about talking to people online than meeting people on the street. It's not as awkward. And then I feel like I get to like it was like a barrier. You know, it was a barrier. Like I can really tell these people online what I feel like saying.
yes,
And the people and the people in my face, I
right
can't
from
I was
it.
too scared to say no. But I can tell you online though.
Like,
Just
you ain't gonna
say
stop.
it.
Yep,
But go ahead.
yep. So she told me about, I think it was like it was a couple of sites that they were just too much for me because so many people in your inbox, so many people saying the wrong things, some people saying some of the right things, but you get deciphered through that and like, nah, I don't think he's authentic or whatever.
So what was the craziest thing that you've encountered online dating? You gotta tell the
Girl,
stories.
girl. So one guy, he said, well, it was two stories. So one
Okay.
story, one guy was like, we talking to him and everything. He's like, you don't have any back shots on your profile. I said,
Wait a
back
minute.
shots? What's that? So
He's
he's
trying to
like,
look at that booty,
he's like, I want to see a view
Kizzy.
of the booty. So I'm like, well, I don't just post booty pics on my. I'm a grown. I got kids. I don't just post my booty pics on my page or whatever. So he was like, well, from the front, I see a few things I could do with that, but from the back, I'm just like, I was like, like
Ooh, delete and block.
delete and block
And
it.
delete and block.
Like, wow. So I'm like, are you on here to date intentionally, sir, or are you on here to just get your next person?
Boutique haul.
Yeah.
Boutique
Like, are
haul.
you here for that? Like, what is this site about? Like, I thought I was trying to meet somebody who was, wanted you to move further and find their wife or whatever. So
So,
that wasn't the case.
right. That was obviously all he was interested in is back
Yeah,
shot. Now,
definitely.
how honest were you on your profile? What did you write on your profile?
So on my profile,
Uh-huh.
I said, I was totally honest. I said, please don't come to me about how cute you are or how I just didn't want to hear about you're beautiful, you're cute, or whatever. I wanted them to know that there were brains behind the picture and I wanted to know what they were into. So my husband,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He was intrigued by the fact that I was like, don't talk about no mall, no shopping. I don't care about no ball, no bags. Talk about bricks. Cause I'm in the real estate. If you want to
Oh,
talk
I
about
was
some
like,
bricks
bricks.
and
Now, wait a
building,
minute. She done
not
left the church and got in this run game. Okay, but that's okay. Go ahead.
if you want to talk about building and you want to help me build and we can build together, then that's something I'm into. I'm not one of them chicks you could take to the mall and drop a bag on. I'm not one of them chicks because I could buy my own bags. You know what I'm saying? So I got my own house, I got my own car, I got everything that I want. I built it on my own with the help of Jesus Christ. I can't say own, but there's nothing really you can do for me.
Right. So listen, y'all got that. She may be talking fast, but
Yes,
ladies,
there's not
if you
much you
want
can
your
do for me.
boo on
Yes.
blackpeoplemeet.com, write exactly what I'm joking. Don't write exactly what she said. But tell us
So
more about
I
your
told
profile.
him, I just was like, I'm not into the superficial things. I'm not into the materialistic things. I need to meet somebody on a deeper level. So when you want to talk stocks, bonds, building a future, and we could build together or something like that, then I'm your girl. But if you're talking about just how many vacations you could take me on, how much you could blow a bag on me, I'm not the girl for
You're
that.
not the
I'm not the I'm not the girl
right.
for that.
And so that was like your profile
That was
from the
my
beginning.
profile, straight out the gate.
Right. And
Was
so I want to let you all know this, ladies, though, even though that was her profile straight out the gate, she still encountered backshot guy. Right? She
did.
still encountered him. Listen, but she was tenacious, right? And she said, I'm not going to give up on love, but I am going to block
I'm
backshot
gonna
guy.
block him.
Yes,
But I deleted the whole profile.
you
That one,
did.
that one I deleted the whole profile. And
Okay.
then I was like, I'm done with this online thing, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm sitting, on Facebook or whatever, and I see, how once you get on something, ads just start popping up because you've
Right.
been there,
Yes, because
So
I get these ads. First of
yeah,
all, just because I've been on Match.com doesn't mean I
I
want
was
to
on that
be
too.
on every single last dating
Yes,
app. But you know
yes.
what though? We're gonna jump in. They always display these ads with all these amazing looking people on them. Okay, they just amazing. And I want to go on the app and I want to see this person they advertising.
And they never
And
came
I
up.
keep swiping left and swiping right, swiping up, swiping down, and I never see them. They somebody
Marketing, that's all that is.
they need to stop lying. Okay.
Listen, I deleted my profile and I was on Facebook and I was like, I saw something that popped up dating site. And I'm like, it said Bumble.
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 Uh.
And then I love the fact that you get to choose the guy. The guy doesn't see you or choose you unless you choose him. So that was more my speed because with the other sites, it was too overwhelming. Once you were on it, everybody could see you, everybody could come in and ask you questions and go in your inbox. But with this one, I was able to swipe, and be like, "Ooh, you cute. Let me put you in. Let me say hi to you," and then keep swiping.
Wait, so you didn't mind saying hi to people?
I didn't mind. I got to pick who I wanted to say hi to.
Ladies, this is another thing. It's okay to
Yes.
say hello.
I got to pick who I wanted to say hello to, and I didn't have to filter through all these different guys who would just. So I was just like, okay, you're cute. Put you up there, and then the guys they had 48 hours to respond to you.
Uh-huh.
48 hours, so they would get up. So you would buzz them, and they would buzz back. That's how
Okay.
it is, and that was more my speed because it wasn't so chaotic.
Right.
So I did that, and I think I buzzed about 2 or 3 guys on that app or whatever. And the one that I really wanted, he didn't buzz me back. So
You heard that? I hope your husband ain't listening to that.
No, it is my husband though.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got ahead of the game. All right, well, go ahead. I'm out here trying to save marriages on
He
this show.
didn't buzz back at all. So I'm like, okay, well maybe he like my profile.
You should have showed him a back shot.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, so I'm like, maybe he didn't like it. So I'm at work one day. I'm just working or whatever, and I get a buzz. And I'm like, it's the dude, right? It's the guy, right? So I'm sitting there talking to him and things like that online or whatever. And he was like, I'm so sorry. My phone fell in the toilet. I just got my new one. I just got my new one in the mail. Let me set this phone up and I promise you. Can I call you? Whatever. I'm like, well, you can talk to me a little bit longer. He's like, no, I just need to call you. I read your profile and I'm very interested. I need to call you. So I said, I'll be done around 10. I said, let me call you after I get off. Give me your number, right? So
see, this is a woman that's not afraid to go after what she wants. She said hi first, and then she also said, I'm going to call you because what you're not going to do is tell me you couldn't call me. I'm going to call you. But go ahead.
You, right? So I get done around 10 o'clock. So in my head, I'm like, girl, don't call this late. It's a booty call. Don't call this late. You're going to get this man false hope and it's going to be mixing, and you know how people be like, after you call a certain time, it's like, girl, you know what it was.
Right. And normally after 10, they say 10,
you know what it was. You got what you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'm going to call. I was like, I said, Key, you promised this dude that you want to call him when you would done wrapping everything up at 10 o'clock. So I said, you know what? Be a woman of your word. Call him, right? I'm a woman of my word.
Girl, I'm picking that up. Go
ahead. So I called him, and I had to drive about 45 minutes home. We talked all the way. He would not get off the phone until I got in the house. When I said we went together from the first day I talked to him.
Oh, I
said we go together.
Oh, you see that?
No, I ain't said that to him. But
I was about to say, she is a bad mother. Shut your mouth. You hear me? She ain't here to play.
So after I got off the dating site the first time, I had to arrange go to the Holy Spirit and be like, okay. Because my thing is, Kee Kee, you let them tell you whatever they want to tell you, and you know they be lying, but you be trying to give them hope, and you still be trying like they can get better. So I devised like questions that I was going to ask every guy I dated.
So you created, let me tell you,
Yes.
she knew herself. This is
Yes.
important. I'm
Yes.
being serious now. I'm
Yes.
going to stop joking. So, but this is important because what she knows herself. She knows that she gives people chances. She tries to build on potential. So what she did was, I like to call this in life guardrails. You know how you go to the bowling alley and you put up the guardrail so when you roll it down there, nothing goes in a gutter. So she knew herself enough to know that I have to put something in place to protect me from myself, right? So she got these questions. Go ahead.
So I had these questions, and this is how I was able to weed people out really quickly before I met the guy I wanted to call back. So, credit. How's
Okay.
your credit?
Okay. Wait, did you ask that on the first interaction or the second?
I mean, if we got to a face to face or something, I'll be like, how's your credit?
Mm.
Yeah, because I'm not going. I help you fix it up, but just be honest. Like, let me know what I'm dealing with and walking into, so I know how to position myself to hold you up. I can't hold you up if you're lying about how heavy you are.
First of all, Kiki's a good woman. Okay. Okay. Kiki's a good
I want
woman.
to.
First, yeah, the first, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I wanted to know about credit. I wanted to know if he had any children. If they had children, I wanted to see how you spoke about your children, your child's
That's
mother,
important
right? So
because those relationships are important.
they're important.
Listen, if
Yes.
your girl, your boo,
Yes.
don't want you seeing your kids,
They're
and
not the one.
they not it.
On to
Okay.
the next one.
On to the next
On
one.
to the next one.
Go ahead.
I wanted to know about children. I wanted to know about how they treated the mother or how they spoke about their child's mother. That's, like I said, very important. And I think that their relationship with God.
Oh,
And that would be
absolutely.
the one that get people like, I'd be like, okay, Lord, they answered the first two right. We on to the next one. And they'd be like, well, I'm spiritual. Like,
Yeah, that's not
what
enough for
that
me.
mean?
Mm-mm.
Like, can you please?
Can
And
we
they,
build the kingdom
can we?
together?
Can we? So they
Uh,
would be like, well, I'm not really religious like that. I'm just like, what I'm saying. Like, I
is
don't
that
know
how
what
they
you're
said
saying.
it?
Yeah, like some guys would be like, and even the intellectual ones. One time I had a scientist. Okay, he
Mhm.
was like had all the parts and everything, but you don't know Jesus Christ as your personal savior. You don't know God. You don't. And he was such an intellect that he just thought he had it all figured out.
Well, that scientists are could be
Yeah,
that that way. It's science.
yeah. So I was just like, and the Holy Spirit will always say, stick to the script. Do not go off.
Woo!
Stick to the script. If they give you an answer, take the answer they give you. Don't have your preconceived notion of what you thought your answer should be or what you think it should be in the future. If they told you what it is, take it for face value and move on. Like, we have these questions. If they answer one, they're all crucial. If they falter on any one of these questions, he's not the one. Keep it moving. And that's
Mm.
what I did.
That's powerful because we'll be right back. I'm so mad we got to go to commercial because I had one fired off and ready to
Yes.
go. So I'm gonna fire it back off when we come
Okay.
back from commercial. Okay.
I used to think a godly person looked like this until I realized God looks like me. I am the image of God.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So before we left, I wanted to point something out because what that showed me from when you were talking about what you were in the other show and the woman who is tolerant of so many different things is not the woman who wrote these questions down and said, I got to stick to the script. Because let me tell you something, sometimes you can get to a point in desperation where you want to be with somebody. And I understand what that feels like with not having your family and stuff like that. So sometimes you get desperate for a space and then you start accepting certain things, a little thing here, a little thing here. He said 80% this. So it takes courage to stick to the script. So I just wanted to commend you on your willingness to stick to the script, even if it meant I got to spend some more months or a year or 2 years out here dating or with no one. So that's completely commendable, and I respect you on everything for that. So as we bring this section or segment to a close, I want you to lift the folks up about this online dating.
Yes.
Okay, let people know really
Yes.
what it's hitting for.
Yes. So online dating, it could be something if you're not used to that territory. It could be kind of unorthodox for you, or it could be something that you don't want to get into. But I'm telling you, ladies, you can find your husband like I did.
Ooh! I'm setting my profile up right now. Bumble, where you at?
Ready to get married. There's some men who are ready to put a ring on it. There's some men who are looking for a woman like you to spend the rest of their lives with. There are. So don't be a stranger to it. Listen, I'm telling y'all.
Right, it's different, but
Different.
you can find somebody
You definitely can find
online. That just encouraged
your
me.
standards.
Your standards,
You have to have
your
your standards.
questions,
Yep.
get those questions together, your standards together. Don't waver from, care enough about yourself to not cave.
That's it.
Okay.
Good.
And thank you so much for joining us. And we have to continue this conversation. First of all, we got to bring you back and talk about these stocks and these bonds and how you set up all these businesses and everything like that. I didn't know the depth and the wealth of the person that I was sitting next to, baby. We got to get into that. We'll bring you back another time. But thank you. Thank you for joining us today. It was definitely worth it. Thank you. Now, we have reached the point in our show that I love because I like to laugh, and we're going to keep it a little bit light. We had Kee Kee join us, and she had to go. So we're bringing back a friend to the show, Mr. Tariq, for Is It Worth
Oh, you shout to me.
It? Worth it?
Oh,
Is it worth it?
I have no rhythm.
Grab your sign. You already know what
Oh,
to do.
yeah.
Folks, is it worth it? If it's worth it, we won't say it's worth it. If it's not worth it, we don't say it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Date a man or woman,
Mm-hmm.
but really man, with bad teeth. I'm going to go with a hard no.
I'm
I'm
going.
going to go with a hard
Listen,
not so.
as a person who's afflicted with the bad teeth item,
Let me see.
no,
Let
it's not worth
me
it.
see.
Me showing you how bad my teeth are, but it's definitely as long as your breath don't stink. That's one thing, right?
Well, no, I mean, you can't have a bunch of plaque buildup either. So it's more than breath not stinking.
Mhm.
And I also think that if you have bad teeth and all that, then you ain't brushing your teeth.
Okay, but this is how I like to say it. What
Your
I
teeth
say
are
is
really white.
no.
Right.
But what I say is this: I always turn it into a game. Hey, listen, we're together. You have a beautiful smile for the both of us.
Oh.
So anytime I need somebody to smile, if I find something smiley worth, baby, take care of that. Help me out, baby.
Right.
There
But
you
my
go.
thing is the teeth just have to be clean.
There you
I'm not looking for straight and all that. I'm looking for there and clean.
go.
Okay. And that's important.
And sometimes bad teeth show character. That means your mouth has been through a lot. Mhm.
All right, producer, go to the next one. Dating a girl with a fupa. Is it worth it?
Listen, I'm going worth it, right?
It's definitely worth it.
It's
Because
going
I'm that
worth it.
girl. I'm that
What you
girl.
got, baby?
Wait a minute. So have you ever dated a girl with a fupa?
Oh, one of those who were the one who got away. She was fast because she got away with a fupa. I was like, man, I don't know how she ran. But the fupa would have.
Don't do that.
But it's we all at times may not feel the best about ourselves, and you got to find somebody who loves you for you and your fupa.
And you do. So listen, ladies, it's okay to have a fupa.
There
That's
you
the bottom
go.
line. We say this is love out here. It's love out here for ladies with fupas. You hear me?